So, why are we here? We're here to talk about Halo, amongst the fire, amongst our friends, our Spartans, all around the world. Talk about what's really going on.
The last remaining embers of a once great franchise.
Ashes.
Ashes to ashes, dust
to dust.
Though more specifically, the fairly recent Halo campaign evolved video got me thinking. In the lead up to this, I don't know if Halo Studios was necessarily saying the future of Halo begins now, but definitely the community was. In fact, I'll roll a clip here of one particular creator, I would guess, in front of Forerunner door.
Let's take a look at that right now. We'll take a look at it right now.
I'm putting this video out probably an hour before the announcement for the future of Halo, the next Halo game, and the excitement, you can feel it in the air. Everybody is dialed up to 11. Everybody is ready to welcome in a brand new era of Halo. And whatever that era is, I think it exists behind that door.
So yeah, this was at the HCS where they're going to announce what we then found out was Campaign Evolved.
Campaign Evolved.
Yes. And the thing is, as you heard, he was saying the future of Halo is behind this door.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about the future of Halo. The problem is the future of Halo can't be the past.
Well, it is though, Kyle. It is. The future of Halo is Halo's past. It doesn't allow it to go any further other than where it's been.
And we're going to get into why that is.
Infinite loop,
yes,
you might say.
But just before we get mauled, because I know the first comment will be, likely, if not already by the time this video comes out, shortly thereafter, they will probably announce some kind of multiplayer or Halo 7 or something that does reflect the future in some way.
You really think so? You really think we're going to get something like that?
At some point.
They got updates for the multiplayer and this new version of Halo C, and they got another
They have
extension.
multiple projects in the works, but
we'll see.
It's more like I know they can't just keep remaking old Halo games. They're going to do something new eventually. The point is, it's the mentality. This is something we've been discussing on this channel a lot. It's the reluctance to disappoint the longtime fans.
Yeah, they don't want to experiment. They don't want to take big chances anymore after, maybe not the great success with Halo 4 and 5.
Yeah, the reception was mixed, and I'm not saying they need to totally rebuild Halo. Like, people say those games are radical reinventions. I disagree, but if that's the consensus, okay. Infinite's definitely a much lighter reinvention, but it feels like we've been trending in that direction. Like 4 and 5 are pretty radical. Infinite was the big, return to classic Halo. That was their big gambit. They had that opening trail, that first reveal trailer with the classic piano music, the old design for the helmet. Everything went back to the status quo. It's Chief versus the Covenant. I know they're the Banished, but they're just the Red Covenant.
Yeah.
Cortana's his buddy. It's basically just the second mission of Halo, stretched out for a whole game. Very few risks taken. And I feel like, what's the next most logical step for them? Take even less risks. Now we're just making the game exactly as it was, and maybe we'll throw in a few things that are maybe fan approved, like, okay, now you can pick up the energy sword, because you can do that in later games, so maybe you can do that in Halo 1 now. And it's like, it's such a fear of the fans.
Maybe a fear of the fans, maybe it's just they're not willing to take, it doesn't feel like there's creative vision, like there's someone that actually wants this to go in a direction, who's in control of the production. And it's more about okay, well, what can we do that will most likely sell? But I think by doing that, they're going to lose people just more slowly. You have to sacrifice some of the fan base in order to continue on. Like other franchises, not everyone that was a part of the original startup is still there today. You're going to lose people, but it's almost like they're reluctant to lose people.
Well, and a lot of fans, those first Bungie games are amazing. No one's arguing that fact. They're classics for a reason.
Yes.
And it's like they have this vision, and it's half what the game is, and it's half I'll just say a third of what the game is, and then another third's circumstance, and another third's nostalgia. And it's like the only thing Halo Studios can maybe match is what the game was. They can't match the circumstances, they can't match the nostalgia. And like we see it again, like a Halo game will come out and it'll seem more or less faithful, but every little change gets scrutinized so hard, you know? And it does create this situation where it's like, well, can they change anything?
I think I'm bringing up something that kind of another can of worms right now, but I think it is important to note here. I feel like Halo can evolve if Master Chief is still part of the story. And unfortunately, because they just keep him in, it's like, well, where does he go from here? Well, we don't like where he went. Okay, we'll just bring him back to where he first started.
Yeah.
And Halo is so vibrant with like a universe of all this different characters and worlds and, you know, but they don't want to actually like embrace that in the games. It's more just keep that in the books, you know, just keep that in the lore.
They'll embrace the tried and true things. And again, that's like a lot of this, Infinite especially, and I'm sure also this game, is a response to Halo 4 and especially 5. And 5, it's like, people didn't like Locke, but I don't know if it's necessarily because, like, yeah, maybe there was too much Locke, not enough Chief.
Yeah.
And he definitely wasn't, like, the character was cool on paper, but not well written. So it's like, Halo Studio sees that and says, oh, well, it's just gotta be Chief. Same with, like, I don't think anyone complained about, like, the people complained about the campaign, but no one was saying, like, we hate all these worlds we travel to, you know? So it can only be on Halo.
Yeah.
But that's like their takeaway, though. It's like, we can only set games on Halo, and it has to be that same environment with these same characters that are tested and true that people aren't gonna complain about.
Maybe it's, you know, there's too much corporate. You know, they're like, we want something that's going to be more confident in giving us a return. And if they take risks, there is a less likely chance of like a big return. And so they don't. Whereas if this was a company that was kind of detached from Microsoft, just maybe contractually they were involved, they could then take those risks. But now they're like, we're not going to do that.
Well, no, that's a good point, though, because it might not even be a Microsoft issue per se. It's just the way gaming has gone. You got these AAA studios, right? It's like, unless Halo scaled back, it can't afford to hit lower sales. But again, I think it's the wrong idea, though, because it's like, yeah, Halo's got obviously a feverish fan base, but these are like, a lot of people are like, if you start right at the beginning, you're probably pushing 40, if not already in 40. And it's like, you know, are you playing as many games as you used to? It's like they really want to capture the younger audiences. And I know Halo fans don't like that, like, oh, we're trying to expand the audience, like with the TV show and stuff. But it's like, if done right, I think it's good. I know there's like definitely like a thought that like, if Halo is just the way it was when I fell in love with it, kids will fall in love with it too. But I don't know, I think it's a bit limited because like younger generations don't think like us.
No, and I find like this new Halo, you know, campaign Evolved, it doesn't feel special. It kind of feels like they're trying to get new people in and then also trying to get older people in that have been part of the fandom. And it's like, it's just sort of mediocre. Like, I was expecting, honestly, I really thought we were going to get like a much bigger revamp. Like, the campaign would change. Like they're talking about how it's incredibly and we got all these differences, but we also didn't change much either. You know, like we wanted to keep it faithful. So it's like we're just playing the same game again.
Well,
it's like there's nothing new.
Yeah, the point of this is that I'm just worried.
They passed again.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get a Halo 3 remake? We're gonna get an expanded Halo Reach? Like
that's definitely the path I fear the most. Like you see, like Resident Evil's not a bad thing compared to, but Resident Evil, it's like, okay, well, they've been doing the remakes very successfully.
Yes.
They've also been doing good sequels.
That's right.
But Halo could easily lean into, it's like, oh, well, let's just do Halo 2 again. Let's do Halo 3 again.
And then let's remake Halo 4 and make it better.
That's where they're going to lose everyone.
We'll get rid of the Prometheans and we'll get rid of the Didact and we'll make it into Chronona's not dying and then we'll do it that way. It's just, I feel like they're trying to keep all the chips, you know, they have, and it's like they're going to lose all of them.
Yeah.
It just... I've never felt so just disinterested with Halo. You know, before I was like excited. Oh, something new. Let's give it a try. This, I'm not really that excited about.
Like done it.
Yeah,
twice.
It's the first. It's the first Halo I personally have felt like I don't think I'm going to buy that. You know, and in Infinite I was kind of like, was kind of hesitant a little bit towards like
Infinite.
but
I was very
still
hopeful that like the trailer wasn't showing us anything. Like the trailer, they're being very secretive. There's a whole side of the game we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, just a tip of the iceberg. It's like actually there is no. There is just
the iceberg's actually an ice cube.
Yeah,
and you've seen it all.
And we kind of zoomed in and photoshopped it. And
yeah. So it's like, and it's like, I think the issue is just it's like they say it's the future Halo. They show this, and it just shows more of the same behavior we've been seeing. And I know a large portion of the community is probably very happy about this, and I don't want to ruin their fun.
Oh,
I just personally, I'm looking at, I'm like, gosh, if it was just like a new game with those graphics. New missions, new environments, and definitely you can have the Covenant there, or the Banished. You can have the same enemies, maybe some new enemies.
It's just like, why can't we be on Earth fighting? Like, give us the chronicles of, I don't know, in between Halo 2 and 3, like ODST. Mm-hmm. Give us something new. Take us somewhere else. I feel like, when you think of Pokemon, for example, they're doing very well financially. But they've been just repeating the same rinse and repeat for a long time. And maybe like Microsoft's thinking, we can do the same thing. The problem is that Pokemon's kind of unique, in terms of what it provides. Halo, there's a lot of other shooters. And a lot of shooters have kind of moved past Halo. So you're going to retain some group of people, but it's not going to expand in this way. I don't know how you're going to capture more people by remaking the same game, for the second time.
And again, I think they're thinking that this game, it'll capture all audiences. And it's like, maybe it will, but like the original first Xbox version of it holds up just fine. And then the anniversary, I know some people don't like the like revamped visuals of the anniversary version, the first attempt.
Yeah.
But they did also include the original graphics with like 60 frames or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, if the original Xbox version's a little too clunky, that version definitely is not. And it's like, it just doesn't need it really.
But this is we haven't brought up this big topic, PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the numbers. I don't know. Forgive us if we're mistaken, but there might be more PlayStation players than there are Xbox.
You just had the most obvious thing in the world.
Well, I live under a rock. Okay,
Yeah.
Cut me a break. We're living nowhere, Canada. It's like cut us some slack.
Oh yeah, like if you look at the sales charts, like PlayStation 5 is like outselling Xbox.
Well, then
or fifth.
This could be a game changer in many ways, because for other people, they might get on board, and this is like their first Halo experience, and it's going to maybe make some of the old Halo fans put them in a kind of a weird place compared to maybe what could be most of the fan base in the next couple of years.
But I just feel though, like on a base level, redoing Halo 1 it's a good way to get new people in, right? But like that was kind of what Infinite was too, though. Infinite was like a reboot. They went through great lengths to wipe the slate clean.
Yeah.
And it's like that. There's now 2 games in a row where it's like the partial reboot was enough. Let's just totally remake the first game. We're just going further and further away from any kind of like creativity. And again, I think it's out of fear and like the feedback they've received over the years. But I think that's feedback is sometimes misguided.
You know what it's like? The fan base is this abusive partner, spouse to Halo Studios. It's like, I've done everything you wanted, and you're still not happy with me.
Yeah, well, and it's like,
because it never will be. Maybe like all the videos we're seeing right now on YouTube are giving this praise, and when they get it, they'll start complaining about, oh man, like what I am right now, which is, it would be nice to have something different.
Oh, the big one that's going to happen is like they're going to get to the flood levels and be like, God, they ruined the atmosphere. It's not as creepy as it was the first time I played as a kid.
This will not be better than our first Halo CE experience. It won't be. I won't play this.
Yeah.
I will doubt that you will play this and you'll be like, wow, this is better than I've ever played it.
Better. Here's a hot take. This is a very hot take.
Oh, hot take.
Whenever they do these developer interviews, both for Infinite and for this game, they're always talking about recapturing the magic of first stepping on Halo. And it's like, the last time they recaptured the magic for me? It was Halo 4. When you first step into Requiem, not because they're mimicking the exact scenario. When you see those giant like pillars coming from the sky, it gave me a similar wow factor.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what is this place? What's going on?
I'm not going to say it was totally original and different. It's still it's a variation of what we've seen, but it was just different enough to actually elicit some surprise. seeing Halo for the first time, whether I can explore it or not, it's like, that doesn't do it.
This is not going to surprise me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure there is a couple surprises, perhaps, but it's just, I'm doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, when we compare this to like Mario, for example, you know, oh, it's just Mario again, but like, I don't know, they figure it out where it feels a lot different, some of the same, but new.
Well, that's the thing is like no one's going to say Mario Odyssey isn't Mario or Mario Galaxy isn't Mario or Mario Sunshine isn't Mario, but
some might say
maybe,
Sunshine.
but they all feel totally different.
Yes.
Different environments, different gimmicks. They're all totally have their own identity, but they still fit within that franchise.
Very much.
Because I guess Nintendo fans are good for that. They're very accepting of like
flexibility,
creative
variation,
inspiration. Like, you know, sometimes they'll complain, obviously, they'll complain a lot, but it's like, ultimately, if the game is good, it'll win them over. Maybe that's all 343's problem is. Maybe the games haven't been good enough.
Now, going back to like what I'm talking about Master Chief, it's hinging on Master Chief. Master Chief is a man who will eventually die.
No.
Yeah, well, Spartans never die. But Mario is eternal. He's not like a real person. But like, you know, the story of Halo has like, you know, finite reality where people die and, you know, they can only live for so long. So then,
the Spartan 2s can live like extra like 200 years. No, I'm joking, but they could just say something.
You know, they could, you know, but then like they're not willing to keep going. They have to have a story to continue. Whereas the other games, they could just rehash a whole nother like reality and it would be completely accepted.
But again, like you're saying, Halo could just easily just say, okay, we're following some other character now, or like we'll just do a flashback with Master Chief. Like this is him on some mission we didn't see.
Oh, like wouldn't it be that would have been? I want to just let me play as the Spartans earlier on in the Covenant War. You could just do that and then have crazy missions where they go this planet, that campaign, this campaign, you know, get close to this character, they die or they continue on. And that's a whole part of the story that we've never experienced. But again, we're playing Halo. They kept all the stages the same too, like the levels. I thought that it's like, maybe we'll do this right now. Maybe, and you can cut this out. But maybe we'll play for you side by side some trailer for the HD version on the 360 versus this one, and just see how they look together. You know, like is it that drastic of a change where it's like holy crap, like this is no, it's kind of the same
and that's
thing.
That's the whole fear here is like they can't change it because they know they'll get blowback, and like it is a remake, but it's also like you already have the HD version, so it's like if you're gonna do this. Like when this was like the worst kept secret in all of gaming for a while, as everyone keeps saying, the worst kept secret. That's true because everyone knew this was coming, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, in my imagination, there was a version of this that was more exciting, where they really swung for the fences, and maybe it still can be that. This is again, we're recording this like right after it got announced.
Yeah.
So like maybe they end up showing like some of the flood levels and like really reimagined, and maybe they just didn't want to touch the Silent Cartographer because it is like perfection.
I guess. I mean, maybe.
It's possible.
But I doubt it. Do you really? It's possible. But do you really think, oh, the Pillar of Arms totally different now. We're not going that way. Because they were talking about in the interview, it's like, oh, we know that crate means so much to people. We wouldn't move that crate. It's like, well, man, if you're worried about a crate, then
I think
you're not changing
most
anything
of even the most hardcore fans, I imagine, would be with me saying, like, the second half of Halo, feel free to change it. Because that's like just going through the same areas backwards.
It might surprise us, maybe, but I feel like they're just
like throw some brutes in there, throw some drones in there. They said they're adding more weapons, but like that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like it's to just add all kinds of crazy stuff, I love new engagements entirely.
I love they were showing like, oh, look how different how detailed the weapons are. It's like these things look pretty much the same. Like,
yeah, well, they look good, but
yeah, but it's just I don't know.
It was definitely interesting seeing like the I don't know if it's necessarily like the Halo 1 animations for the enemies, but like they seem pretty one-to-one with the original version.
They don't look
It was like it's almost like what a fan would create, like on YouTube, like
honestly,
Unreal version.
Honestly, when I was watching this, it looked like we had an extra 3 levels. It's like, hasn't someone already done this for free?
Yeah,
you know, like Halo's been out for a long time. It's over 20 years. This is not a big deal.
Yeah,
but it's the only thing we got. So I guess.
Well, again, I'm hoping it very shortly after that announcement, if not already, they announced some kind of multiplayer because like multiplayer instead of weird multiplayer, multiplayer mode or standalone. I don't want Halo 1 multiplayer. I want like the new just generic Halo multiplayer platform to like because a campaign we're gonna play that once or twice. and then that's it. It's back to infinite content drought.
Yep.
Like if you want to be a Halo player, so it's still rough times even with this coming.
I know I didn't watch the whole presentation, but man, I was really hoping for some new skins.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to see what new skins.
I thought like a Halo 1 like needler weapon model was leaked. Maybe that might not be a thing.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Well, it's almost as exciting, honestly, for me. I definitely like. I'm going to play. Okay, so to be clear, I'm going to buy this day one and play it. I'm probably going to enjoy it. I'm just not excited for it. It's not the direction I want to see.
I'm buying a day one. I'm just not excited.
No matter the price, I'll buy a day one, but I'm not excited at all. And it's just not what I want to see.
I will just mention this. There's one more thing here.
Yeah.
Oh, the price. If the price is like Metroid Prime level low, like surprisingly lower than we might expect, then this could be a welcomed thing. And then they could sell them by the numbers. So why wouldn't someone pay $30 or whatever who has a PlayStation and want to play the Halo game that's brand new with all these bells and whistles? Why not? But if it is a full price game...
Was the Oblivion remake...
I think that was cheaper.
And I think it's the same team.
Oh, really?
That was the rumor. It may not... Someone can correct us in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it's the same team as Oblivion.
Yeah.
Halo Studios is like overseeing it, but they're not... hopefully they're working on Halo 7.
Whatever that is.
Well, can't be worse than this. Well, it's
only gone downhill. It's only gotten worse.
Well, you know what helped a little with this experience is like to watch this. Now, granted, there's a big flub where the video got released on the storefront and then the official Halo channel first.
Yeah.
But to get to it, I was watching Halo Infinite competitive gameplay. And like anything's gonna look good compared to that. Like I'm watching Halo Infinite, and it's like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Force us to watch this, so that no matter what they show, it's gonna be like, oh, look at this, whoa.
Oh, thank God, something different.
Except it's the same.
No shade to the competitive Halo scene. I just
not specifically competitive. I just mean Infinite in general.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching too much. I used to watch Halo 5 competitive. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Infinite, I could not get into. It's not a great game.
Well, is there anything else that we haven't covered?
No, I think that's the gist of it. I just wanted to kind of air my concerns because I know not a lot of people are going to share them. Feel free to slam us in the comments, but I think it's worth talking about at least. Like what do you want from Halo? Are you content with just like how faithful does it have to be? Not just this remake, but the series in general. Are you open to change? What kind of change is good? What kind of change is bad? Like this is a very nuanced conversation. In fact, you could put a meme here. The Civil War movie with Jesse Plemons, what kind of American are you? That's how I always feel like when I talk to a Halo fan. It's like, what kind of Halo fan are you? You gotta like circle each other. It's like, oh, you like Reach? Oh, I like Reach. You like Halo 4? Oh, you don't, eh? Maybe we don't get along. So yeah, just let's get discussion going in the comments. Like keep it civil if we can. People like different things,
but let's try to understand each other. Because as us, we like our Halo, like all of Halo games, but there's people that just absolutely don't like all the newer Halo games, like 4 and 5. But yeah, like where should Halo go? What should Halo Studios do, if not what they're already doing?
They gotta stop riding off like Bungie's success from like 2001. Like you can only ride that so far.
They can't. They'll never compete to BioDad. Stepdad. Their stepdad.
Oh yeah.
Their stepdad. BioDad just is legendary. Even though BioDad had lots of problems and left a long time ago, Stepdad is just a loser. I don't care what you make. I don't care. BioDad was better. Bungie Dad was better.
Yeah, some people feel that way, and hey, if you do, let us know.
Yeah.
So that's been our fireside chat. Fire is about to die, it looks like.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, definitely comment, and subscribe. I guess definitely subscribe too.
All of those.
Yeah.
And more. And stay tuned. Or not.